As the markets try and recover from the post-Brexit sell-off, there is one sector that investors may want to consider. Susan Lee shines the sector spotlight on industrials.
Transport, construction, heavy machinery makers, aerospace, just some of the businesses that make up the industrial sector, widely regarded as a proxy to the U.S. economy, given the wide use of the goods and services the companies provide. So how do they perform when there's a global market shock, like the one that we just experienced with the UK Brexit vote? Historically, when there's been volatility in the global markets, like in the 2008 U.S. global financial crisis or, say, the 2010 Greek debt crisis, industrials, while still down, were not down as much as the overall market. And a few names even managed to make money for shareholders. GE, Quanta Services, and Stericycle, which is a waste management company, have tended to trade higher 100% of the time.
Post-Brexit, I guess I would say that we didn't need another sort of shock on the system, but we still feel like we have relatively easy comparables as we go into the second half of the year. And generally speaking, we do see some growth in the greater industrial space.
So will the upcoming U.S. presidential election bring more uncertainty to the financial system and the industrials in particular? Not necessarily. History shows us that in the 5 months leading up to Election Day, excluding 2008 when the U.S. stock market was in turmoil, the S&P 500 was up 2.5%, but the industrial sector was up by over 6%, far outperforming the overall market. The top industrial stocks were Kansas City Rail, General Dynamics, Raytheon, Union Pacific, FedEx, and Citi recommends sticking with larger cap companies.
We like names like GE, Honeywell, 3M, and we like these names because their diversification should help in a relatively slow growth world with a good amount of uncertainty.
And with all this uncertainty, the Federal Reserve looks to be holding on interest rates for the rest of 2016, which again is a boost for industrial shares. For Nightly Business Reports, I'm Susan Lee.